It go.
I'd like to call this meeting to order.
Please join me in the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. All right,
Come on. Commissioner Bowser? Here. Commissioner Bowser?
here.
Commissioner Hewitt? Here. Commissioner Robertson?
Here.
Commissioner Shaver?
Here.
Commissioner Warren?
Here.
All right. We have been given the minutes from May 4th meeting. Have you had the chance to review them?
I have, and I'd like to push this to the next meeting to make some changes to them, because I think there's some inaccuracies that need to be fixed.
Okay. So we'll move the approval of those minutes to the next meeting. Please get your edits into the city office so that they can send out those minutes with those corrections again. All right, there are no courtesies or proclamations, so we are on to board and commission reports. Commissioner Bowser, we'll start with you.
Ordinance and library board meets on Wednesday.
Okay. Commissioner Shaver?
I have nothing to
Commissioner
report.
Robertson, look at this. Commissioner Hewitt?
Nothing.
Nothing to report.
Commissioner Warren, okay. I will report that the Central Montana Foundation will meet Tuesday, May 26th for their annual meeting. That is a public meeting. That is at the Yogo to review the major grants that have come through. Is there anything else?
We're going to cover it.
Okay. All right. And then on to our city manager report.
Yes. So last week I attended the TIF Advisory Committee meeting to discuss a forthcoming TIF application for the potential purchase of property to be utilized as downtown parking. The urban renewal plan, which is kind of the operating guide for our TIF district, identifies public improvements within the district, including development and implementation of a downtown parking strategy that addresses both employee and residential overnight parking. The plan also emphasizes goals related to reducing blight, enhancing public spaces, including a more pedestrian-friendly downtown, and increasing green space opportunities. The city currently has made an offer on a property located in the district that would serve as parking. The TIF Advisory Committee will meet later this week, where I will present that application. We can tell you now that we do have a conditional offer on that property that involves several contingencies, including TIF funding approval from you guys, also the remediation and clean bill of health on the property as well. So, any questions on that before I move on?
I'll explain some more on this. And this is very tentative, and it's up for discussion, obviously, by this commission. But Commissioner Warren mentioned last time this Mike's Detailing Shop and the need for more parking. I've been on the TIF board for many years and really struggling to find ways to address parking downtown for building owners downtown in the TIF district who would like to develop but do not have parking, overnight parking for residents downtown. And so you can blame me for instigating this to some degree, because I saw that what is right over here in the corner of 4th Avenue South and West General Street is the Mike's Detailing, is the most recent business in there that's closed now. That building's been up for sale now for a couple months, I think, several months at least. And I got to thinking, what if that building wasn't there because it's kind of run down and beat up, and it would take a lot of money to put that building back into really good shape? What if that was parking for downtown residents and business customers and patrons? So I submitted to Holly the idea of making a very, very, very tentative offer on this, conditional offer, so there's lots of conditions to back out of and lots of hoops to get through and bars to get over to get it approved. But, so Holly met with Realtor and did that last week and made a very conditional offer on that. It would need to know, number one, this board would have to kick the idea forward. Number two, the TIF board would have to agree that it met its criteria and was a good use of its funds. Then it would come back to this board again for approval of TIF funding and final approval of something of the purchase of it. If there were grants available, it would also require planning by our engineers and clean bill of health, because it was a gas station, but it does appear that it had an EQ sign off as a clean bill of health. And it is not huge. It would provide somewhere between 14 and 18 spots, off-street parking spots downtown. It's a lot of work for 14 to 18, but if you sit and examine a map of downtown Lewistown and think, where would we put more parking off-street? There aren't a lot of options. There just aren't, without taking existing businesses out and removing existing businesses. So this is, in my mind, is a pretty unique opportunity that we should at least review. Even if we don't approve of it, we would go through the process of looking at it. And I had ChatGPT take a rough size of the lot and do a rough drawing to get my sense of what it could look like and how many spots it could fill. And you're welcome to take a copy. I made a few copies of that. I passed one down to Commissioner Bowser. I think I left them on your seats. They're more here for the public, for anybody that wants them. But we do have a time frame on this through basically the beginning of July to get an approval from the City Commission. If it doesn't go anywhere, that's fine. But in my mind, it's good use of TIF funds to reduce blight and improve conditions for the tax-paying property owners downtown in the TIF district.
And so,
Did I cover
again,
that?
yep, the application covered the purchase of the property and steps necessary to get it ready for demolition, as well as the demolition of the building. The rest of it, the rebuilding it, we would look for other funding mechanisms, grants, things like that. It is also envisioned that it'd be really at this multi-use space where it could be free public parking through the day and overnight parking could be,
4 feet.
yeah, a small fee. Okay, on to the next thing. We have also partnered with a professional marketing group to come up with a comprehensive hiring and workforce recruitment campaign aimed at attracting qualified applicants across multiple departments. You might recognize someone in the audience, and she has already been doing some marketing for us. Really, we're focused on increasing community awareness of employment opportunities and also highlighting all of the benefits of public service and all of the great assets that Lewistown has to offer. A great place to work and live. It'll be across several platforms, digital platforms, targeting recruitment, including print. Again, it is intended to strengthen our recruitment efforts, expand our pool, and support our long-term workforce needs. Again, I think this is a link to Facebook, You can see where our YouTube is. We're also on Instagram. If you want to check it out, we encourage you all to follow the city's Facebook page. Tomorrow is the day for the MDT's open house on the Central Montana Transportation Study. Again, that is at the Civic Center from 4 till 6 p.m. The link is, the QR code on the side there is still to the MDT's website where there's a lot of great information. The swimming pool will be kicking off. We're already getting ready to train our guards. Opening day is June 6th. Passes are on sale May 27th and 28th. Again, we could use a few more lifeguards, so if you know anybody, please send them our way. To update on the wastewater plant, the biosolids upgrades, I did meet with our engineer and they are nearing their final design. The next step on that will be to submit it to DEQ for their approval prior to bidding. Currently, the engineer's estimate for that project is $2.9 million. And so we obviously are exploring funding opportunities for that project. I also wanted to bring to everyone's attention that we did submit the follow-up information that was requested by DEQ regarding the recent compliance inspections. We have received confirmation that DEQ had no additional information on the storm permit and have not heard back on the wastewater plant itself. They also did want to express appreciation for the staff down there for their time, patience, and professionalism during that inspection process. We do have an ordinance committee meeting later this week, as well as the audit committee. You can see that, again, the planning commission hopes to meet in June, and the first item on their agenda is the bylaws. Same jobs, we did get a conditional offer for a police officer who was waiting to get their backgrounds complete. The fire department is in their process of hiring for their next firefighter, and we'll be setting up testing on that. That's really all I have.
Thank you. Any questions from the commission? Okay. We'll move on to public comment. This is for non-agenda items. If you have a non-agenda item, this is your time.
My name is John Carlson, 314 4th Avenue North. Just looking at your citizen participation, I don't know if there are guidelines, rules, laws, or whatever, but I would suggest you